Jungkook's statement shocks the world. Taehyung's fate in BTS at stake. What happened? Before we go deeper into this tangled web of emotion, power, and loyalty, let me welcome you. You've just stepped into the story behind one of the most shocking BTS moments in recent memory. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because you're not going to want to miss what comes next. This isn't just a rumor. This is the unraveling of a story that could change everything you thought you knew about BTS. Now, let's rewind. It began innocently enough, a series of fan questions during a live broadcast. Jungkook, relaxed but thoughtful, seemed ready to open up more than usual. But then a question about Taehyung popped up in the chat. Viewers noticed the shift instantly, his body language stiffened, his eyes dropped for a brief moment, almost as if he were choosing his words carefully. Then came that line, the one that sent shockwaves across ARMY: "Sometimes, things aren't how they seem." On the surface, it might have been harmless. But in the context of BTS's history, their carefully protected brotherhood, their meticulously crafted public image, those words carried the weight of something unspoken. Was Jungkook hinting at internal conflict? Industry pressure? Or was it something far more personal? To understand the gravity, we have to travel back to the early years when BTS was still clawing its way out of obscurity. Jungkook and Taehyung weren't just bandmates, they were confidants. There's footage from 2014 of the two laughing in a cramped practice room, sharing snacks, whispering jokes during interviews. Fans affectionately called them the 95Z, a reference to Taehyung's birth year and their inseparable bond. But fame has a strange way of twisting the simplest relationships. With each passing year, BTS grew bigger, their schedules heavier, and the stakes higher. Every interaction was dissected by millions. Every smile, or lack of one, became a headline. And somewhere in that chaos, cracks began to appear. Rumors started subtly. In 2023, fans noticed Taehyung being left out of certain promotional shoots. A missed appearance here, a cancelled event there. The official reasons ranged from health concerns to schedule conflicts, but whispers suggested something else: creative disagreements, management tensions, even conflicts over solo activities. It's important to remember that HYB, BTS's management company, runs a tight ship. Nothing, absolutely nothing, happens without strategic intent. So, when fans saw Taehyung's visibility subtly decrease, they began to question, was this a coincidence, or a calculated move? Now, here's where Jungkook's statement becomes haunting. He's always been the member who wears his heart on his sleeve, sometimes even getting in trouble for being too honest. So when he says choices have to be made, it's not just filler, it's a sign that something behind the scenes is reaching a breaking point. Think about it, BTS isn't just a music group anymore. They're a global brand, a billion-dollar enterprise, a cultural phenomenon with political and economic influence. In such a massive machine, individual desires can clash with corporate strategy. Could it be that Taehyung's personal vision for his career doesn't align with HYB's plans for BTS's future? If history is any guide, this wouldn't be the first time a global music act faced internal struggles masked by a perfect public image. The Beatles, at the height of their fame, began fracturing over creative control. Destiny's Child saw its lineup shift amid management disputes. Even Kpop history is filled with stories of members quietly phased out under the guise of different directions. The thing is, ARMY knows Jungkook. They know when his voice carries a hidden weight. And in this case, the weight was undeniable. Within minutes of the clip circulating online, theories exploded. Some believed Jungkook was subtly defending Taehyung, warning fans that not everything they see is the full story. Others feared he was preparing them for an inevitable announcement, one that could break millions of hearts. Then, the timing made it even stranger. Just days before this statement, Taehyung had posted a cryptic message on Weverse: "Even in silence, truth exists." No photos. No explanation. Just those 7 words. Coincidence? Or a synchronized message between friends trying to tell ARMY something they couldn't say outright? Behind the glittering lights of award shows and sold-out stadiums, there's a reality most fans never see: the grueling schedules, the contract negotiations, the constant push and pull between personal dreams and group obligations. It's a pressure cooker, and for someone as creative and independent as Taehyung, that kind of environment can be suffocating. And yet, Jungkook's voice in that moment wasn't angry, it was sad. There was a heaviness to it, the kind that comes when you know something important is slipping away, and you're powerless to stop it. That's what struck fans the most. This wasn't just a casual remark. It felt like a warning wrapped in grief. So, what exactly could be happening? There are 3 possibilities fans keep circling back to, each more unsettling than the last. The first is that Taehyung is negotiating his next career move, one that might take him outside the group's activities for an extended period. The second is that HYB has shifted their focus towards certain members for strategic branding, sidelining others in the process. And the third, the one fans don't even want to think about, is that BTS's military service schedules and solo ambitions are quietly setting the stage for a redefined group dynamic. As all of this brews, the world waits. Will Jungkook speak again? Will Taehyung address the rumors? Or will silence become the loudest answer of all? Because sometimes, in the world of fame, silence isn't absence. It's strategy. And the more we listen for the truth, the more it hides between the lines. The next few days after Jungkook's statement felt like walking through a storm you couldn't see, only hear. News outlets scrambled to interpret his words, with some tabloids spinning outrageous theories while more serious publications tried to connect the dots through verified sources. Yet, neither HYB nor Taehyung gave an official response. That silence, instead of calming things down, made the speculation even louder. Some ARMY members began digging through old interviews, music videos, and behind-the-scenes clips, searching for clues they might have missed. In one interview from last year, Taehyung had spoken about his dreams beyond music, acting, photography, even running his own art gallery someday. So, what happened? Maybe the real answer isn't in Jungkook's words alone, but in the spaces between them. In the unspoken loyalty, the quiet warnings, and the unbreakable thread that still connects him to Taehyung, no matter what decisions are made. Until then, all we can do is watch, listen, and remember that in the world of BTS, nothing is ever truly the end, it's just the beginning of the next verse.